You're heading off hiking into this idyllic land, beautiful vistas, wonderful wildlife, and the breathtaking northern lights. Leave only footprints, take only memories. Well, in your case, take only pictures as you're trying to create a beautiful panorama, which was designed by Alex Winter and published by Tabletop Tycoon, who helped sponsor this video. Hi everybody, my name is Nick Murphy of the Brothers Murph, and we are here with Board Game Geek. Well, I've got my trusty camera ready, so let's get this game down to the table to go a little more in focus on Panorama. In Panorama, you are photographers hiking through the beautiful landscape where you'll be taking a panoramic picture at dusk and then dawn. The game will take place over 2 rounds, the previously mentioned Dusk and Dawn. At the start of the game, you will randomly choose 4 awards that will score at the end of the game. Then each round, the start player will deal out a certain number of cards to each player depending on the player count. The first round, you will use the Dusk cards. These cards will be part of your panoramas. All players will simultaneously choose a card from their hand and place it face down in front of them. Then, starting with the start player, they will reveal their card and place it in the panorama to their left or to their right. Each player will have a panorama to their left and to their right. The left panorama will be between you and the player on your left, and you'll both be working on this panorama, and the same is true for the panorama on your right and the player on your right. When you reveal your card, you will decide which panorama you want to put it in and where. If it is the first card in a panorama, you will simply place the card down starting the panorama, but if there is at least one card there, you will place it to the very left of the panorama or the very right. Note that when playing the new card, you have to match the height of the landscape of the card it's being played next to. So this is legal, but this is not. If you cannot place the card, you will flip the card face down and place it on either end of the panorama. And any card may be placed next to a face down card as there is no terrain to match. Though note that if you can place the card face up, you have to. Once the start player has placed their card into one of their panoramas, the next player in clockwise order will place their card into one of theirs. Once all players have done so, all players will pass their cards to the left, with the first player also passing the first player marker with their cards. The round continues like this until all cards have been placed. Once Dusk is finished, you will deal out the Dawn cards in the same way, and the round plays out the same, though now you're making a Dawn panorama on either side of you. Once Dawn is done, you will have 2 panoramas on your left and 2 on your right. You will score all 4 of your panoramas, and the cards that you've been placing down have information on the bottom of them. Cards can either be a green feature or an orange animal. What the card is shown in the big icon at the bottom of the card, and then the smaller icons show how the card scores. For instance, the cliff card here states that this is a cliff, and it scores 3 points if a feature is directly to its right, and it will lose 2 points if an animal is directly to its left. The campfire is a feature that scores up to 4 points for having animals around it. The moose scores 2 points for each card next to it that is not an animal, so this could be a feature like the Northern Lights or even a face down card. Along with scoring your panoramas, you will dole out the awards we put out earlier. For instance, the treescape will go to the panorama with the most tree icons. Players will tally up their scores, and the player with the most points will win. Panorama is a game where you need to work with your opponents. You are both working on that panorama together, so you don't want to tank that score because that hurts you just as much as it hurts them. So you need to try your best on all 4 of your panoramas to get the best score possible. And if Panorama seems like a game you'd enjoy, make sure to check it out at tabletoptycoon.com. And until next time, I've been Nick Murphy, and we've been going in focus on Panorama. Have a great day.